Welcome to Off Menu Cooks. Today we're going to do spaghetti alla carbonara. It's an incredibly simple recipe. We've got about 5 or 6 ingredients, pot of boiling water, a pan to fry some bacon in, and pasta bowls. And that's all we're going to need. So let's get started. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut up some bacon. Now you can use pancetta if you like, but I like the smokiness of bacon. And you're going to want to cut it kind of thick. Not real thick, but about 1/8 of an inch or a little bit more. So we're going to chop it up into strips first and then into cubes. You don't want them too big, but you want them big enough that they lend their flavor to every bite that you take. All right, bacon's cut. Let's get it in a pan. Okay, before we put the bacon in the pan, we're going to actually go ahead and put a little bit of olive oil in there because bacon has an incredibly low smoke point, and the olive oil will actually give it a little better chance of not burning in the pan. We're going to want to cook this until it's nice and brown and crispy, but not overly done. We don't want it like really crunchy. We want it just before it gets to that point. I've got a pound of spaghetti and I've got about 3 tablespoons of kosher salt that we're going to put in the water. You always want to make sure that your water is salted. It should be as salty as the Mediterranean. And a rolling boil. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to separate our eggs because all we're going to use in this recipe is the yolks. Now, you can save the whites for other uses like zabaione or something like that. I use eggs. You want to use the freshest eggs you can. Don't take them out of your fridge after they've been in there for a couple of weeks. Go and buy the freshest eggs you can. I'm using Wilmore Farms eggs from the all local market. And they are absolutely beautiful. Okay, now that the yolks have been separated, we're just going to make our mixture that's going to go over the pasta once we're done. And that's egg yolks, about 1.25 cups of grated Pecorino Romano cheese, or a combination of Pecorino Romano and Parmesan. And then next, a little bit of water, maybe about 1/4 cup to make this what we'll call a slurry. Breaking the yolks, doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, that's good enough. We're gonna set this aside until the pasta's done. All right, bacon's done, pasta's done. Got it drained, although I have reserved a little bit of the pasta water because a lot of times in sauces, you want a little bit of pasta water to go in. It helps, if you're gonna use any sort of liquid to dilute your pasta sauce, you'd wanna use pasta water. All right, so we're gonna put our bacon in, along with a little bit of our bacon fat. And on top of that, our cheese and egg mixture. And we're going to toss this. We're going to go ahead and add some freshly ground pepper. It's a little tight, so I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of my reserved pasta water. And then into the bowl. All right, and in true Italian style, when you're having a pasta dish like this, it's really kind of between your antipasti and whatever meat you have, so you don't have to have a giant bowl of it. And this recipe makes anywhere from 4 to 6 portions if you do it as a pasta course. Now, the last thing we're going to do is we're going to top it with a little bit of Pecorino Romano. And that's it. Spaghetti carbonara. Look for it on the specials menu at Rosso. Thanks for watching.